Nestled near the Pintler Mountain Range in southwestern Montana, the town of Anaconda lays claim to many things. One of them sits quietly working in a profession that provides a service like few others. Doug Buskirk, owner of Old Bob's Rods, has managed to turn his 35-year hobby of repairing and building fishing rods into a business he has been operating for over a decade.
I love building custom rods for people because you're starting from scratch, and you get to see a finished product when you're done. But the thing that really makes my heart pump is the bamboo restoration and taking an old rod and bringing that rod back to life and making it look like new again and cast like new again and having that part of history in your hands. It just gives me a sense of pride, I guess, in being a part of that history. It doesn't matter what the cost is, whether it's a $50 rod or a $5,000 rod or whatever. It's trying to match that instrument and that tool to the purposes of the person who's going to use it, and to make it the very best tool for that purpose.
Growing up with a family that taught him respect for and love of the outdoors and fishing, Doug attributes one man's knowledge and understanding that was imparted to him at an early age.
Since I was a little kid, my grandfather, who was always a kind of a fishing inspiration to me, gave me my first bamboo fly rod when I was 5 years old for my birthday, and told me, "Grandson, if you want to get into fishing, then you need to learn about bamboo fly rods." Trout fishing and fly fishing in general is my first love and always has been. And bamboo is the material of choice because nothing casts like it. Nothing has the feel and the strength and the castability of bamboo.
Having acquired 300 to 400 rods over the years, Doug rarely has time to devote to his own collection since his emergence onto the internet. By casting his services far and wide, he has opened his business to a new and exciting world.
I get to see rods that probably 30 or 40 years ago you would have never ever seen, because they would have been across the ocean someplace and they would have never come to my shop. I would have never been able to hold them in my hands. I would have never been able to learn the history behind them and the connection with the families that they come from. It's something that really is in here. And it's a pride in being a part of that, and a pride in being able to touch it and hold it in your hands and talk to that person in Australia or New Zealand or England or Scotland or wherever they may be from, and learn about their history and their family's history and say, how can I be a part of that? How can I enhance that for you? How can I make this instrument what you want it to be? I hope at some point to be able to teach this business to someone who will appreciate it, and then when I get too old to do it, have them take it over and have them hopefully have that same pride in what they're doing and that same love of being connected to that instrument and that history, and hopefully being able to at the same time pass that to further generations. I believe the equipment doesn't make the fisherman, but good equipment allows you to reach your full potential as a fisherman if you put in the time and the energy and the process that it takes to learn to be a good fisherman. And I live to fish. I believe that time spent out on the rivers and on the streams and out in nature is time that God doesn't count. That time is just a meditative time that allows you to connect with your roots and history and nature, and it's part of your soul.
If you have an idea for Northwest Profiles, send it to KSPS TV, 3911 South Regal, Spokane, Washington 99223. Northwest Profiles is a presentation of KSPS Public Television.